I'm kind of getting the feeling that I'm on a roll here. I've been banging dope beats left and right, and today this video is no exception. Beautiful folks, what is up and how are you doing? This is your favorite struggling R&B producer, Valentine D Plug, and y'all are back watching another video of me cooking up some dope R&B. And as you ask, I shall provide. I got a dope sample ready to go. Let me just break it down for y'all, and we're gonna flip that into a dope R&B beats, kind of a dark melancholic vibe. But first, y'all get to enjoy the preview. So what I got for y'all here is a chord progression written in the beautiful, enticing key of A sharp minor, but I gotta keep it a stack though. When I write chord progressions, I'm more concerned about having saucy chords, about having good tension-filled transitions rather than the key that I'm in. So I don't really care about that. If you'll notice, I'm using a lot of C minor 7 here in this chord progression. I mean, if I just reverse the inversions, it's for the first 3 chords the C minor 7, but I'm using a first inversion, a second inversion, and just a regular variant. Now that transitions into a G minor chord with this random ass C. I think I just wanted to give it a little bit more flavor, you know, use some close voicings, and that then lands on a G augmented 7 chord. Second phrase is basically the same, but instead of landing on a G augmented 7 chord, it lands on a G minor 7 chord. So that's what it sounds like. After that, I just took out my trusty guitar, started playing some broken chords. I didn't play the exact full chords, I just kept it to broken chords, and I added a little bit of a riff in between. Took out a pad in Omnisphere, which I designed by myself, which is actually one of the few times that I actually took the time to design a patch by myself, and I am reminded that I probably should be doing that a lot more often. And then I went into Splice and got me a vocal sample. So this is what the entire sample as it is right now sounds like. Couple of side notes that I just want to add. Usually when I make my samples, I add a lot more, well, not exactly a lot more, I add more layers. I add 2 melody layers as well, but since I'm going for an ambient kind of vibe, I was more focused on getting the aesthetic right. And what I mean by the aesthetic is getting that ambience right, getting that vibe right, getting that cloudiness right, which you hear a lot in the beat of Black, Division, Roy Woods, the entire OVO R&B ensemble, The Weeknd, Bryson Tiller, and even artists like Janae Aiko, Summer Walker, SZA, they flirt with that a lot. That's what I was aiming for. So not too much in terms of melody, more just getting the ambience right, getting that pad to sit right and sit it wide, and of course the distorted vocals. So with that being said, I am going to track all of these out, or just combine it into one sample, downsample it, and then just add some more processing onto it. Alright, so my sample is sped up, pitched up. I set my tempo at 140 BPM. My sample is processed as well. I got my EQ, of course, doing its thing. Shaper box, of course, coming through with the pad manipulation and volume manipulation. Get that gated pumping effect. Chorus, of course, and phases add some little flavor. Reverb and delay with their own sauce, of course. And that's why my sample right now sounds a bit like and I love it like that. So 140 BPM was a conscious decision because I got a drum beat in my mind, and we are gonna flip that baby right now. Perfect, perfect. So some of these are going to be panned right, and some of these are going to be panned left. So we're going to hit no pan. These are all going to the right. And the other ones are going to perfect. So as of now, we are heading into splice, getting ourselves a nice little texture. I'm actually going to do something different. I usually always go for the rain texture, but I'm actually looking to go for a card texture. And I think that this is the part where I'm experimenting, and it may be too much because I'm already adding a lot of flavor to the song. I'm adding card textures because I feel like there's a late night drive going on, but the artist that might hop onto the beat might feel different about this. So I'm choosing my creative expression over theirs that may make the beat less singable on, less rappable on, whatever. I'm having fun. I feel that's important too. Feel me? Cool. So let's get this texture. That's the car starting. Boom. Let's get the car horn. Boom. Boom. Good. Let's get some hazard lights. Yeah, waiting and contemplating. Let's go. Car door on lock, car door open, and we're gonna be playing around with those. Let's get it. Okay, so I caved. I still decided to add some rain texture because what is a late night drive without rain, right? What is a late night drive without rain? So if you're wondering what the beat sounds like right now with textures, this is what I got for y'all. Now, to me personally, it's giving me mad black vibes. It's giving me East Atlanta love letter vibes, and that is a 10/10 album if you ask me. So Black, if ever you hear this, it's 200 USD for an exclusive, but I'm willing to make a good deal. You feel me? So one of my favorite 808s to use, simply because it has great attack. It sounds really springy. It's really rich and thick and low end, is an 808 from Southside's kit, and it's the Ear Shaker 808, which is tuned to G sharp. I wouldn't know why, but I think I really like it the most for trap, honestly. So I'm gonna be using that. I'm not gonna be tuning it to C, since I practically do not give a fuck, and I've got good enough ear so I know which notes I'm supposed to play. I'm gonna lay down an 808 pattern with that, and that's probably the final thing that I'm gonna add to this beat, because I've been sitting here racking my brain, and I think that the beat speaks for itself. I think that anything I would add after this is overproducing, and that's a territory that you do not want to go. You gotta recognize your limits, and recognizing your limits as a producer is also a sign of skill. Realizing that what you're doing is enough, that you don't need to overcompensate, that it's not all that about your ego. I mean, take your space, but don't claim somebody else's space. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So let me go lay down that 808. Alright, beautiful people, y'all got to see this very quick and clean and relatively easy cook up of a black tie beat using a sample that I made from scratch. I definitely hope y'all enjoyed the video. I've noticed that my master fader is all in the red, so I got some gain staging to do. I'm gonna do that in my own free time. But if you want to listen to the full beat, y'all can check the preview, and if not, then I wish you all the best. Y'all be easy, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next vid. Peace.